Alright, let's go. It's stream time once again. We're going to play some Burn today. Let me just get this link posted, and then we will be right on that. We're almost ready to go here. It only takes like 1,000,000 clicks to get everything set up. Alright, I think we're almost good here. Okay, excellent. There we go. Now I just need to fix my deck here. First of all, let's make this a little bit smaller so it actually fits in the screen. That's better. Well, we can maybe make them a little bigger here. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That's not the right one. Up here. All right, yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, importing this one spell did not work right, so I have to manually add that. Great. Where the hell is it? Wear and Tear. Where are you? We need Wear and Tear. Our list will not be complete without it. Ah, yes, here. Perfect. Okay, that should do it. We're playing Burn Contra. That's what's going on. Alright, ready? So here we go. It's been a while since we played Red Deck, but we're going to play some Burn again. So you know what? Every once in a while I just have the urge to just set everything on fire. And the tension with Modern, I think lately is it's been getting especially bad. I think a lot of people, the divide is only growing. A lot of people are just getting sick and tired of Companion and Modern. And it's become like the next Splinter Twin debate where like half of the people, including the pros, like are just fucking vehemently just against Companion, and the other half are like, no, you can't ban like Lurrus or Companion because Modern will fall apart. And that's pretty sad to me. If like banning Lurrus means Modern falls apart, well then that means it's not really in a good state. Because Lurrus I don't think is good for the format, but what do I know? We're in the era where you either play companions in your fair deck or you play unfair decks, and a lot of people are okay with that. But yeah, I think the sentiment against it is growing a lot. So you know what? Let's just add to the fire. Literally, we're gonna add to the fire. We're gonna play Lurrus in our deck, and we're gonna burn everything with fire. So that's the plan for today. Really, this isn't very different from any of the other lists we've played in the past. Actually, yeah, okay, so I was wondering, like, yeah, this list they sacrificed the third mountain so they could play one Fiery Islet in the list just for the extra draw power, which I guess makes sense. And the other thing that was a little bit different about this, and it's kind of weird because a lot of these are split up 3 and 1 just because the copies that Mana Trader gave me, but we're split. We have 3 Skewers, 3 Skullcracks, and 3 Lightning Helix. Now, a lot of times they'll be on 4 Skewers and then just like 3 of one and 2 of another or something like that. It also, sometimes you can cut an extra land. Like here, I think, we're on 20 lands here. So some of them, I think, play 19. But this is a list that looked like it did pretty well, and that I just took directly from MTG Goldfish. So actually, do I have it up here? So tell me who actually played this deck. I don't know if it lists it still. It says by Anonymous. That does. Oh wait, no, wait, come back. Zach Homer. Okay, there we go. It was played in a. It was like sixth place in a 2K, but I mean it's a pretty standard list. So I mean the burn list doesn't change a whole lot. And the sideboard is pretty generic cards too. Like Kor Firewalkers are just really good for the mirror. You need stuff like Smash to Smithereens against all the Urza Saga decks, especially because of Shadow Spear. And same thing, like the one Wear and Tear is actually really good against all the Urza Saga decks, especially Hammer, because you can blow up a Saga and an artifact at the same time with it. Otherwise, like, Path is pretty fine. Deflecting Palm is a fine card, and Rest in Peace is just, I guess, if you go up against, like, Oops All Spells or Living End or something like that, those cards are totally fine. But I mean, overall, like, I think this is pretty stock and it's pretty, just a solid deck to rely on. Mana base is pretty fine here. They only have 4 fetchable lands, so that's something to pay attention to. So, if at any point, because there's more than what we have, like 7 fetch lands. So after the 4th land comes into play, don't bother cracking more fetches because you're not going to find stuff. So that's something to keep in mind. So we are playing with 1 less mountain than a lot of times we normally would. Oh, I can bring this back. So let's go get our league going. I would like to... Wait, what? Oh, fuck. I have to change this. Properties. This is a modern deck. There we go. No wonder. Alright. That's totally not right, but whatever. That's fine. We'll be fine. What's your quick heads up? You're here for the 5-0. I would have never guessed that otherwise, so thank you for telling me that. I am just blown away. I had no idea that you would be here for the 5-0. I hope so. I mean, Burn's a really good deck. It definitely is capable of 5-0ing. Just depends on how, like, what your matches are and, like, what your draws look like. So. It's not like as mindless a deck as, a lot of people assume it to be. You have to be able to do math in red deck because you don't really get a lot of chances to screw up. Move this just a little bit. Every point counts. Alright, come on. It's been a minute. We're up. There we go. Exactly a minute in, we found an opponent. Alright. Well, we're on the play. That's a good start. Let's reveal Lurrus. Maybe they'll think we're like Death Shadow. Oh, this hand is actually really good. We can play like Swiftspear, and then next turn play like Guide and suspend Riftbolt, or maybe play Searing Blaze if they play a creature. Either way is good. This hand's fantastic though. Oh, they mold a 6. Okay, so like if they just go like turn 1 Ragavan or Dragon's Rage Channeler or something like that, we're in very good position with the Searing Blaze to just dunk on them. So. Yeah, and Burn definitely has some really interesting lines against Death Shadow. You always have to be careful. Like you don't need to actually use too much of your burn early against them a lot. So, oh, is this mountain pass? Are we gonna see like some crack the earth? All right, well I guess we're just playing 2 Goblin guides here because fuck it. Why not? We can just spend the Rift Bolts next turn, but the board is clear. We want to get the creatures to crack in as much as possible because if Goblin Guide cracks in twice, Bone Crusher Giant. All right, so this is like a prison deck. And they like Chalice on one us, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, they're getting fucking rolled here. They can stomp one of these things, but that is not going to help them. So we know they have Bone Crusher. They're definitely taking some damage here, though. Okay, well, I guess I just have to attack here. Then I can skew. Then I can skewer them, or I could suspend both Rift Bolts actually and skewer them next turn. I think that's a better plan. But they're very likely screwed here because they're definitely taking at least 3 damage. So I don't expect them to flash in any creatures here. Yeah. They killed off a Goblin guide. Interesting. So what do you... So they got Swiftspear on top. So they're like mono red with Swiftspear. That's interesting. Well, this is definitely going to hurt them. Okay. I don't know exactly what they got going on, but it's not even an Obosh list. That's surprising because like they've only shown us what I think Bone Crusher and Swiftspear, so they could have been an Obosh list. They're on mono red of some type. Oh, if they don't have a land drop, like they're in a shit ton of trouble here. Okay. So maybe they have Skewer here or Light Up the Stage. Light Up the Stage would make sense if they're trying to hit a land drop. Nope, they're going to go after Swiftspear. Alright. Well, then we just go after their face. Alright, we just kill them. And boom goes the dynamite. Whew. Okay, well, Searing Blaze should be really good in this match. I don't know what they're doing, but Kor Firewalker is also going to be really good, so let's just go with that. They didn't show us any white mana, so, like, I'm assuming that this isn't a burn. Like, if this was burn, then they should be playing white, and they probably should have had Lurrus. So, I'm feeling like Skullcrack might not be necessary against this deck. We don't know yet. We don't actually know that for a fact, but it might. I think it's worth gambling. It's either that or like, what other cards do we want to cut? It's not a whole lot. Like, I mean, Skullcrack's not bad, but like, I don't know. I think the Firewalker's fun. Like, I think we can afford to gamble here that they don't have life gain that we have to play around. The Firewalker's just going to be crushing to them. You know, there is one other possibility. They could have stuff like Blood Moon, which if they're playing like main deck Blood Moon, that would make sense why they wouldn't have a Lurrus. But if that's the case, then we should cut like Lightning Helix. But at the same time, Helix is not really a card I want to cut against them because it gains life and helps us win races. Also kills the creatures, so yeah, it's difficult to. I think that this is fine. We'll just run this. We should have a. We're up a game, and this looks like this is exactly the kind of match that we want for us. So, this is very dangerous. This could work out, or this could not. Keep Swiftspear and then like Lava Spike. They kept 7 cards. So the problem, though, is that if they play a creature in turn 1, there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to kill it. No, but I do have Searing Blaze, so if I draw another land, then that's also okay. I think I can risk this. I think specifically because I have Blaze, if they go with a turn 1 creature, a land means that this Inspiring... Yeah, this we go Vantage into Blaze, and then we'll kill off whatever. Well, that's not a bad one to have. I have a feeling that this Swiftspear is going to die either way. But I think I would rather them not get the mana from this Ragavan. I'll block if given the option. So they'll have to point a burn spell at Swiftspear. Alright, but I guess we just need like any land like, and we're probably really good. I guess maybe Eidolon is something we could have considered cutting. Den of the Bugbear. If they're playing like mono red, this seems good. But I would gladly trade Swiftspear with the stupid Ragavan. Okay. Had Lava Dart on top. Well, they can't actually cast it. Alright, well. Yikes. Alright, well. It's alright. Again, if we can get this Firewalker in play, we're like in really good shape. Reckless Impulse. Is there some sort of like, what the hell is this all about? I expected Light Up the Stage. I didn't really expect any of the rest of this. I guess we're just hoping they don't have a land. Oh, fuck, they do. So now what they'll probably do is cast Light Up the Stage. The one thing we do have to be careful about with Firewalker is they do have Bone Crusher Giant, so... Alright. Well, it is nice. I guess I can use the Searing Blaze while I have the landfall trigger. It is a prowess creature, so I mean, it's not bad to kill this thing. I think we're doing okay. They could dash Ragavan here. So we can deal like 6 to them this turn. So they are going to dash it. Alright. We can go Lava Spike into Skewer the Critics at the very least. Or if we draw like another Inspiring Vantage, we could potentially go like Firewalker plus Lava Spike. That'd be cool. See, they have Rift Bolt here. They can cast it, but I don't think they can suspend it. Okay. Kozilek's return. Oh, they're worried about this fucking Firewalker. Okay, well. If they want to kill it, they actually have to kill their own Ragavan, which is kind of cool. Same thing with, like, Soulscar Mage, like... Well, no, that would actually survive the cave return. Maybe I'll play this Eidolon. Oh, this is gonna get bounced. Okay. That's not bad either. Alright. What's this look like here? I can kill the Soulscar Mage, or I can kill the... Like, I can go Lava Spike on them. I might dash Ragavan again, which in that case I might want to bolt it. Or they could cast K-Return. They could take some damage off this Eidolon. Actually, I think I'm okay with that if they want to go that route. If they want to get rid of this Eidolon, it's going to cost them some life. So I think, yeah, we're doing fine here. They have more like do nothing spells than us, so if they want to keep filtering through their deck with stuff like Light Up the Stage, it's going to cost them. So Sure. I guess they can dash Ragavan here. We're still within 2 turns of killing them. Because now we go Spike plus Skewer, and then a land lets us Boros Charm plus Bolt them. Searing Blaze on top, I mean, they can't cast it, so... And it's not the land we needed. Okay. Are we in danger? That's an interesting question. Ooh, Swiftspear is not bad. Alright, how do I do this? Can I die next turn? I don't think they have enough mana to kill me next turn. I'm pretty sure I just have to go for a line where I can... So 3-2. So this is a... If they like tap out, this is 4 damage. So that's not really enough by itself. I guess it's only a problem if they have like bolts or something. So I'm just gonna put myself in a position where like next turn I could potentially kill them. Then we have like a lot of draws that do it. Drawing another bolt is fine, or drawing another land is fine. We just have to not die here. I think we have pretty good odds. Unless they have like a bunch of lightning bolts in their hand, then we're in danger, but... What's going on, Purple Sloth? We're trying to see if the burn deck is going to beat the mono red deck here. It looks like they're playing Prowess. Did you find bolts? Do 2 bolts do it? I think 2... Oh no, they're dead. Well, maybe they're dead. Like, there's a lot of stuff we can draw here, so... So we're not... Okay, a Goblin Guide is not something that would have got us there, so that's fine. They can keep that. We can play it. I mean, they probably will play it as a blocker. We need to draw either a land or another lightning bolt. Alright, this is what's going to determine this. That's not really going to do it. Alright, now we're in trouble here. Burn versus mono red. Yeah, we're expected to think 2 of the same thing. Well, I mean, they kind of are, because their deck is a lot more focused on creatures and prowess triggers. Ours is a lot more direct damage. Okay, so here I think I have to play Swiftspear and hold up Lightning Bolt, because I need to be able to block. I don't know if I have a way out of this, actually. If they have any spell in their hand, which I'm sure that they do, like, I can block 1 thing, right? They might not have another land for this, but that seems unlikely. This is probably going to be getting in for 4. Like, they'd have to tap out for this, so I could block this with the Swiftspear, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It depends on how many spells they have, I guess. I think I have to play Swiftspear and then just hope that I don't need to Lightning Bolt a creature to live. If I can live through this turn without having to bolt a creature, I actually can potentially get there. But if they have something like Lava Dart, then I'm just losing. I think. They have 6 cards, so it seems like they likely have something. Well, I guess... Ooh, that's bad. Like... Okay. Again, like, I'm kind of hoping that I can bolt them so I can then Boros Charm them next turn. The problem is, if I bolt a creature here, then there's no way I can win next turn. Oh, but maybe they don't have it. If they're not attacking with everything, that means they might not. So I think I just block, what, Ragavan here? Take 2? No, I have to block, like, Soulscar or Swiftspear. There's no way. How can this... Like, if they Lightning Bolt me, I'm just dead. They just need to cast, like, 1 spell, so... They left up enough mana. No, but if they had it, like, why would they not have attacked with everything? Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. So if I could go down to if I just like block like this, I think it's okay. I mean, I could actually no, I should block the Ragavan because that could help them draw a lightning bolt. Yeah, we definitely have to block Ragavan. And I guess I bolt them. Or you know what? No, I don't need to save the Swiftspear. Like that's totally irrelevant here. No, we're at 5. Okay, we're alive. Then we win. They had no spells. Yeah. Saving the Swiftspear was not necessary, so I didn't bolt them there. I was thinking about it. I can wait till the end step to do this. They go to 3, and then I Boros Charm them, and they die. Alright. I think we got incredibly lucky in that turn that they didn't have a spell. I don't know what we're playing around here, but I guess I just Lava Spike them. Sure, maybe if they... I don't know if they have, like, some way of casting Mana Type, but sure. Alright, we beat Prowess. Excellent. We took the safe route, and we got there. I mean, there was... like, the turn beforehand, like, we had so many draws. Like, if we could have drawn, like, a Lightning Bolt or a Lava Spike, would have instantly just killed them. Any land would have instantly killed them, but... Playing the Swiftspear and then just hoping they didn't have a spell turned out to be the winning line. So, there we go. We didn't have to risk anything. They diluted their deck with the stupid monkey and it ended up killing them in the end. I think they cast like 3 monkeys that game. That was pretty funny. So, also, Lion Rose, this is your first time here. Welcome, welcome. We are on the play again. That's good. Let's show them our Lurrus. Alright, what are we up against? I love playing red deck. Red deck is fun. It feels good to kill the creatures. Yeah, so basically the thing is, Lurrus is totally free for the burn deck to play it. There's no card like that burn wants to main deck that there are no like permanent that costs 3 mana or more. I mean, maybe Blood Moon sometimes if things are really, really bad. But like, you really don't need to. We've got a nice greeting from our opponent here, who is also on Lurrus. I get the feeling that this hand is not actually all that good for us. Maybe with Helix it's okay, but it doesn't feel like it's great, because I'm probably suspending Rift Bolt and then, like, casting one of these two, but I'm going to take a lot of damage from my lands this game. And if I'm taking a lot of damage from my lands, then Eidolon's going to be rough, but it's not bad either. We can cast all this stuff, and if they're a Lurrus deck, then that means some of this stuff might be good to have. I don't know. Like, Eidolon's usually pretty good against this, because that means all their spells are really cheap, so if they don't kill Eidolon, they're going to take a bajillion damage. I'll keep it. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll just draw like a mountain, so... I could try to mulligan this, but I think that, like... I think that it's fine enough that I'm willing to take some damage from these lands in order to do this. Like, it's our fault for registering a deck that has 5 of these, like, pain lands in it, so... At some point, you're just going to have to accept that that's part of the deal. So if they play like a Ragavan, we can just kill it. Bobble means this is Death Shadow, probably. Alright. They want to see what I'm drawing. Yeah, but if it's Shadow, they're probably not playing a creature in turn 1. Oh, they're gonna shock themselves right away. Okay, what do you want? Inquisition. Okay, I mean this is basically a counter spell, so they get to just. I probably take Eidolon. That would either that or, I mean either that, maybe the Helix or maybe the Boros Charm. Depends. If they have creatures they want to stick, they'll probably take the Helix. But that also assumes they have like a fatal push for this Eidolon. So if they don't have removal, then they'll probably take Eidolon here. That's my assumption. Because like this card is really good against Shadow, because it will just tax their life total immensely for every spell they cast, and they need to cast many spells in order to win this game. So, but I think if they have a creature that they want to play, they'll probably take Helix. Yeah, like I said, as long as they have removal for this. If they don't have removal for this, I think they take this card. And if they have both, or if they don't have creatures but they do have removal, they might consider taking the Boros Charm just because it represents the most damage. I don't think there's any universe in which they're taking the Skullcrack. That's, I think, the weakest card in the hand. So they're going down to 15 here, so they have to really pay attention to how they're going to sequence out their lands and their life total for the rest of the game. Yeah, they took Eidolon. Alright, so means they probably don't have a lot of removal in hand, is my guess. Alright. Yeah, stuff like Bobble is really, really bad against Eidolon of the Great Revel. Alright. Let's put this over somewhere where we can actually find it. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. I think I want to Boros Charm them while they're tapped out. Some of these decks I think do have Spell Pierce, and I don't think they main deck Force of Negation. Yeah, like they gotta be, if they want to like play Shadow, they do have to be careful about that, because like their life total, if they put it too low to make Shadow actually really good, then the burn spells can just kill them. So interesting. All right, they do have Shadow here. Huh. I mean, this is a lot. I could also just kill the Death Shadow as soon as they fetch with this Mire. But it means I have to not play Lava Spike right now. See, if this puts them to 8, this will put them to 5, and then potentially just drawing a bolt kills them. I think it might be worth this. I don't want to give them too much time here. That's assuming they don't fetch or hurt themselves at all. Yeah. So Lightning Helixing them is fine, I think, so. They know all the cards in their hand. But yeah, they might go to, if they go to 7 here, then that's also really dangerous. Because now top decking Boros Charm just kills them. Like I said, any, 1 mana burn spell will be lethal if they can't remove this Skullcrack. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that. You know what? It could have actually been correct to Helix them there because of Drown in the Loch. I didn't think about that. I should have did it while they were tapped out. I kind of regret passing. And, well, we're still going to take damage from this, which sucks, but Well, they know what's in her hand, so I don't know if they can afford to crack the Scalding Tarn actually, because if these two spells resolve and they crack Scalding Tarn, they do die. So I think this land basically does nothing for them. They have to definitely have something if they're doing this. Unless they're just going to go... it is possible they could go for Dress Down and get in for 13. It doesn't look like that's a problem. Alright, well... I guess let's use the white mana first. Why not? Drown in the Lock is a thing here. That sucks. Alright, so I guess we just draw a bolt and hope that's our route to victory. Ooh, that's... Well, I don't think that's going to do it. So what do we do here? We need a creature in play. So yeah, we play this, get a mountain. Yeah, we have to try to draw like a blocker for this because we're at 7. This is going to kill us. I guess this doesn't really matter. Alright, well, that's a creature, I guess. It does keep alive the dream of block, draw, lightning bolt. But if they have bolt, then yeah, we're dead. Alright. Yeah, I think that was my fault because I should not have let them drown in the lock that Lightning Helix. If I had played around it a little better, I could have given myself an... maybe I could have got there like a little bit easier. And it's hard to say. Alright, well, I don't... So Searing Blaze is actually not bad against this deck, but I don't think I want the Skullcracks because they don't have, like, they have Lurrus, but that's about it, so... Deflecting Palm is pretty important. The Kor Firewalkers are pretty good too. I don't think Rift Bolt's actually that impressive. They have removal for this thing. You know what? Maybe I don't actually need this because they do have removal for this. Maybe I just bring in like Path to Exile. It seems like that might be worth it. Alright, we'll do it like this. Yeah, that burn definitely is a deck where you have to like maximize every card that you have because you have a very limited number of them. That was close, but not quite. We did have a chance where if we drew a bolt at the end, pretty much any bolt that's so like Lava Spike would have done it, Lightning Bolt would have done it, and Skewer the Critics would have also done it. If we drew one of those, then we actually had them dead, but didn't find it off the top. I probably could have held back a little bit longer if I needed to, so... I mean, I feel like if I played a little differently, I could have potentially got that one. I kind of took a chance and did not work out. I think I keep this. It has like a lot of stuff that I like about it. You just play Guide and hopefully follow it up with some lands into more spells. They drew Lightning Bolt here, so they might, they'll probably just bolt the Goblin Guide, I assume. They'll wait until my turn to do that. Now I have the option to like path my own Goblin Guide in order to get more lands. That oh no, they're gonna go for Inquisition probably. Yeah, holding the bolt back, which means I do have Skewer online. I gotta be careful though, because I don't necessarily want to put them in Death Shadow range this early. They do have to be worried about this Deflecting Palm though, because this card, it's like for 2 mana you can end up dealing like 7 damage to them because of Shadow. So we have like kind of two answers to Shadow. Like it's not gonna hit us because of the Palm, and we also have Path to Exile, but we're gonna need more mana. Against this deck, I really don't want to go to a late game because like they do draw a lot of these control spells. They have counter magic and stuff. And I think any turn where we can get spells underneath their ability to interact with them with like Drown in the Lock, we probably should. Because the longer the game goes, I think the more favored they're going to be. That's one of the things about Lurrus is it tends to do that. Well, that's not bad. I have to cast that. It has the nice effect of it keeps them at 13, so they have to like actually do something themselves. So they're drawing a Dragon's Rage Channeler. They took the Path to Exile. That's kind of interesting. If they want to play Shadow, they actually have to fetch here. Huh. Darcy, well, they have... Well, they can only play either the Bolt or the Channeler. That's good. So, guess we would be concerned about Fatal Push, maybe? You know, they have a Tarn, so probably see Channeler this turn. So that's another card where like they want to get that out early so they can actually draw better stuff. But we really need another land here. I feel like them taking the path means that probably going to get a Steam Vents off this, so they have both Drown Up and the ability to play Darcy. There's Shadow. They're holding up the Lightning Bolt. Okay, that makes sense. Well, or they could have a Spell Pierce. That's a card that definitely could have been sided in here. So what happens? Lava Spike them, Skewer them. Puts them at 4. I know they have Bolt, so if I attack with both, they can just Bolt one and then block the other with Shadow. Huh. I mean, I guess if I could try to go for the Charm first. Let's see if they use the Bolt, then I'll probably Charm them. So this still gives us the possibility of having both Deflecting Palm and like Lava Spike up or something. Or if I go Spike and Skewer, that's also a possibility. So it's really going to come down to, like, if they tap this thing to play, like, Channeler, then they're probably dead, because then I just Spike Skewer them. So they need to have a counterspell of some kind, so either Spell Pierce or Drown in the Lock are the two most likely ones. So if that Steam Fence gets tapped, then we're in good shape. I mean, if they play, like, Bloodstained Mire, it really doesn't matter, because we still have them dead. Scalding Tarn means they could get Basic Island here. Or Basic Mountain is fine too, actually. Interesting. I don't think that I block this. So I can force them to deal with the guide. Because now if I attack with the guide, they have to block with the channeler here. So if they don't, then I have, like, they can actually just die to Lava Spike. Oh, okay. So they have a Ragavan on top. I think they have to block here. All right. So this thing could, so, all right. How do I do this? They could still have Spell Pierce. Okay. I guess that's the question. Do they have, like, Drown? Because if they have Drown, then I Lava Spike them and Skewer them and they drown and then I die. However, if they have Drown in the lock and then I Deflecting... Yeah, if I try to Deflecting Palm this thing... Yeah, that's also a problem. It's just I don't want... I still know they have a Lightning Bolt in hand, so... This Deflecting Palm still might matter because of that. So if I Lava Spike them, they can't... They go to 2. No, but yeah, if I Lava Spike them, I die. Like, I'm committing to using the Skewer here. Alright, so we know about Bolt, right? They didn't use it yet. We know that they're going to draw this Ragavan, which they will have the ability to dash in, so... I think the thing is, if they have Drown in the Lock, I'm pretty sure we're dead no matter what. And just passing to them, they can play a fetch land, probably. I mean, what happens if... They can play pretty much any lands, right? So... I think they've played a land each turn. Unholy Heat, yeah. I don't think I've given them any extra lands. So they might not have another land. That's entirely possible. So we know they have Bolt. Yeah, they played the 2 cards that we know about from this, right? Well, no, we know this is on top. This is in their hands. So they have 2 cards I think we don't know about. Yeah, so Lightning Bolt was the first one. Then we saw Dragon's Rage Channeler. The Goblin guy did not attack last turn, so then so yeah, alright. So there's 2 mystery cards in their hand. Alright, so let's pretend they have Drown in the lock. If they have Drown and I pass and they don't have another land, they can't kill me. Because if they dash Ragavan, then they don't have Drown up. And if they just attack with the Shadow, then I can palm them and kill them, so they have to hold this up. So, alright, yeah, I know they're drawing. Yeah, if they dash Ragavan, that's 10 to... No, yeah, if they dash Ragavan, yeah, I can still just kill them with Deflecting Palm, right? Yeah, they wouldn't have the Drown in the Lock mana up. If they have Drown here and I Lava Spike them, they will just counter the Skewer the Critics and win. But I think if I... Because if I cast this Palm and they Drown it next turn, then that means they're not hitting me with Ragavan, so... but no, if they Drown it, then they still kill me, right? Unless, no, they don't necessarily kill me, actually, because, even if they bolt me, that's only 11. I still would have them dead, so, alright. We're hoping they don't have, like, a land is not one of the 2 cards we know about. Or don't know about. Yeah, the white splash definitely opens up a lot more, I think. Lightning Helix is really good, Boros Charm's really good, like, all the sideboard cards are really good. Sure, I'm at 9. I could have palmed that, I guess, but I'm still hoping that I can use it on this Shadow. I don't think palming that would have really mattered. I know what they drew here, so... Oh, fuck. Well, I can still cast this Palm anyway. They're at 3, right? I think this is actually good for us. Well, unless one of their cards is Drown in the Lock, in which case we're going to die anyway, so... Then maybe palming that would have been the correct line. But, no, it wouldn't, because then we'd still be dead to this happening, so... Well, they wouldn't have shocked themselves here. They would have just, been in enough, so... Oh, alright. I guess we're gonna see if they have it. They do. Alright, they're snap fucking casting this. Alright, they got it. They had Spell Pierce. Alright, that's pretty bad for us, so... Couldn't beat... the counter spell was just too much. So their last 2 cards were Blood Crypt. So they had Blood Crypt, Spell Pierce, and then Ragavan. That's tough. I don't know that we could have beat that. That was a little bit too much, because that meant, basically no matter what we did, they were going to have... Well, because in their hand, they had Bolt, Spell Pierce, and then Blood Crypt. And then they drew Ragavan, so... Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way we could, really get around that. Yeah, if we had used... On that turn, if we had Deflecting Palm the Lightning Bolt, it actually wouldn't have helped us, because it would have just made their Shadow strong enough to kill us. So it would have been 11, they could have dashed Ragavan, so... I think we just had to hope that they didn't have a counterspell. That's pretty much it. Our sorcery speed bolts were not quite enough. If we had an instant speed bolt in our hand, we could have got there, but no, it was close. The thing is, the games versus Shadow are always going to be very close, because it's going to come down to a turn where it's alright, you probably have a bunch of burn spells, and they have to have a bunch of interaction for those burn spells in the form of, they have to either discard them from your hand or counter them, because their primary plan of putting their life total low is not good against burn, so they have to be very careful how they manage it, but we also have to be careful about how we manage our burn spells. So Yeah, them having the Pierce was not quite. Yeah, it wasn't terribly great, especially like not with them and that and the Blood Crypt. So, all right. Well, we're on the play again, so that's a plus. Let's go. It's a good game though. This hand's actually not very good. I'm gonna mulligan this. We're up against a Lurrus deck. I will keep this. I think I'm gonna bottom a Searing Blaze. Alright, because we're on the play, we have a Goblin guide, and we can, like, maybe spike or skewer them next turn. Maybe if, we draw a land, Searing Blaze might be a thing. We'll get the Sacred Foundry. Probably up against Shadow again. Island? Yeah, this is probably Shadow. This actually could be Hammers. I think there is a... Oh, we're up against Mill. Okay, well... Okay, Archive Trap is a card. Alright, so this Searing Blaze is fucking useless. Alright. I guess... Mill is actually a pretty good matchup for us. They have Ruin Crab. That's not going to do anything. I guess I skewer them because, again, if I draw the land, I want to cast the Searing Blaze. So... let's cast the spell that can only connect when Goblin Guide's not hitting them, so... Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Our life total is not what's relevant. The cards in our deck are. Hitting a land and Searing Blazing this thing would be fantastic. Not quite how I wanted that to go. Fuck, we're gonna die because we got stuck on one land. I don't have enough in my hand to deal with this otherwise. Like, we're 3 turns away. And we're not going to live for 3 turns against this. They have 7 cards. We're at half of our deck already. Like, they can easily afford to do stuff here. I mean, it's something. I can at least get damage in. I have a Remand. Oh, that's not good. This match is usually pretty good, but Crypt Incursion didn't really help them. When they only gain... They did not gain that much life from this thing. I guess they just had to cast it because it, they needed to. They have to have, like, yeah, Tasha's. Like, Tasha's is probably just our undoing here. We have 4 cards left. Like, there's no way that we're killing them in time. Yikes. You gotta pretend. They have no more mill spells. Field of Ruin is... yeah, that's bad. They can definitely do that. Kill our Sacred Foundry here. Well, the only... Alright, well, that's gonna do it. Getting stuck on 1 was too much. That sucked. Alright, Searing Blaze. No, we don't want this card. That's for, like, the worst one. However, Eidolon's really good, though. Other than that, there's not a whole lot else that we really want. They could have something like Leyline, so the wear and tear might be relevant. Other than that, though, I guess, like, we just bring in the Firewalkers because they can attack. That's about it. Like, if they have Leyline, like, we're in trouble. We don't really have a good plan against it, except for the wear and tear. Alright. There we go. We're in the play and hope that they don't have Leyline of Sanctity. That's pretty much it. Alright, sure. Okay, well, that's a start. Kind of sucks that we got robbed out of game 1 against this deck, though. Oh, well, they have Crypt Incursion? We got to be really careful now. Okay. You do have to be careful that they have, like, counter spells now, so stuff like Spell Pierce is an option. Dragon's Claw. Oops, undo. It's not great, but they don't have any black mana for this Crypt Incursion yet. That's interesting. Oh god. Okay. You may not gain any life. Oh, alright. It's not the end of the world here. At least they won't gain any life from the Lurrus, so... If I draw a bolt, then they still technically die. So they draw a card here. Yeah, they can't afford to go to 1. They can't play Supreme Verdict unless they have... What do they need like exactly a plains. I guess I'm best playing the Lurrus here, and I could cast the Swiftspear, but that would just gain them life. I think I'd rather not do that right now. So right now I'm threatening to kill them. They don't have black mana for Crypt Incursion, which even if they did, it only gains them 3 life and they'd still be dead. Yeah, if they only have like a prismatic ending to get rid of Goblin Guide, they'd still die to Lurrus here. So yeah, I'm not sure what their plan is, but it looks like they're in trouble. It depends what they draw off of this, I guess. I don't have 20 or fewer cards in my deck, so alright, we got there. It's kind of lucky, I guess. Do I want to change anything here when I'm on the draw? Probably not. Actually, you know what? No, we know they have Dragon's Claw, so we probably should bring in the Smash to Smithereens. The Firewalkers are probably need to stay. Let's see. I'm gonna say maybe Skewer the Critics is not that good. Eidolon's still probably fine. Every spell they cast will still hurt them. Everything else I think is okay. Again, we're just kind of hoping that Leyline's not a thing. What are the chances they have Leyline and Dragon's Claw on the sideboard? I mean, I guess that's possible. Like, Leyline is actually important to them against certain decks, so they don't really like getting Thought Seized a lot. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This is not bad at all. This fucking Eidolon is really good against their deck. We're gonna keep. They mulled to 6. Okay, that's gotta be good news. And this is also a hand that can get through Leyline pretty well, because Eidolon's gonna help with that a lot. So if that's a thing, at least we'll have creatures to attack. They don't have Leyline. That's good. Okay, so they have a crab. Huh. I think I might just bolt the crab, to be honest. They could have Archive Trap too, but like, what am I gonna do if they do? Like, I can't play around that forever. I can wait a turn though, I guess. It might just be worth killing this Hedron Crab, because what, they mold to 6. So then next turn I can play Swiftspear and then Lava Spike them and get in damage that way. But this will slow their game down immensely. What are you going to do? Force of Negate this? Like, you're not going to do that. Fuck that. That's not happening. But Swiftspear into Lava Spike I think will be good next turn anyway, so. And if I played Swiftspear, I'm not attacking with it anyway, so it's like, if I'm going to kill this crab, I may as well, like, just bolt it now so they can't fill up my graveyard with, or, yeah, so to turn on stuff like Shelduck Isle or Ancestral Vision. Well, I guess, they really want that. I think I just play Swiftspear and then suspend Riftbolt. Burn, yes. And I'm playing against the deck you're most familiar with here. So I think I need to suspend this bolt. Yeah, I can't attack through this anyway, so. What's going on? I'm taking a break from Fish this week. We're playing some red deck. So this is game 3 against this. So yeah, there's the Archive Trap. I kind of figured this happens. I do have the Eidolon, but he's only on 2 cards left in his hand and with 1 land in play. So I feel like I've got to be in good shape here. I don't think this crab is doing anything. All right. Yeah, Eidolon should. I guess drawing a land here would be pretty fine. I mean, I can just like destroy his entire board, and then he has no actual way of like getting me here. So let's just not give him a chance. I could just Helix the other one too. Oh fuck. The thing is, like, if I Helix this one, I can definitely. Or I guess I can. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. If you get a fetch land, I'm only at 23 cards in my deck, so I'm kind of concerned by that right now. Yeah. So do you think? I think yeah. Maybe I just play the Eidolon first. Just attack with the Swiftspear, play the Eidolon, and then yeah. Maybe I'm thinking about like whether I should Helix this thing or not, but I guess maybe Eidolon's just better. It's like, what spells is he even casting with 1 fucking island? Yeah, I don't think that he's gonna cast any spells. Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't. Given that he's on one land, like I don't think anything is going to save him here. Any spell that he plays is just going to bring him closer to death. Well, that kind of sucked. He got to draw 3 cards. Well, that's a really good one. I guess I just Lava Spike them and attack. Yeah, I think pretty much anything they cast just kills them. So if they're at 8, they'll take 4 damage for casting a spell. I guess is even Archive Trap wouldn't be enough. They'd have to have 2. I mean, I cut 16 cards in my deck. He could Tasha me, and the land isn't going to help with that. So, no. Well, he just used the Field of Ruin, so that's not a thing that I have to be worried about. I think this just does it, right? Just Lava Spike him. Yeah. Then I attack, and then I can just Helix and kill him. He has to block, and then, go to 1, can't cast any spells, and then he dies. There we go. Ta-da! Yeah, you're right. Look at how good Eidolon was. Yeah, kind of like Mill is a pretty good match for Burn, so he didn't have Leyline of Sanctity. He was playing Dragon's Claw in game 2, so I don't think that was the right tech to bring in. Like, I guess Dragon's Claw can help, but I think the Leyline would be better if he had it. He was playing Esper, so it's possible to have Leyline. Maybe he had both. That's possible too, but so there we go. Yeah, it's true because like the Mill is also a Lurrus deck, and like basically every spell that Mill is casting costs 3 or less, and just it's gonna deal a bunch of damage. It's rough, and it gets to turn sideways too, which is nice. Well, there we go. We're 2-1. That's good. Let's see. What do we got for round 4 here? So let's see. Lurrus deck, Lurrus deck. What was the first one? The first one was just Prowess, and they didn't have a companion, so. Alright, what do we got now? 4 die rolls in a row. I'll fucking take it. When we're playing Burn, we definitely want to be on the play with this deck. This hand's not that great. 4 lands. I think we could do better on a mulligan here. Yeah, I don't think I keep this. This is risky, but I think I have to. Well, I mean, we've got spells we can cast. I think we just put an Eidolon in the bottom and just hope this is enough. And I guess could play the Goblin Guide first. Then if we draw a land, we have options. We can maybe like play Swiftspear plus Suspend Riftbolt, or we can play Eidolon depending on if. But we're gonna need another land hopefully. The only thing that sucks, like, if I play the Swiftspear first and I don't draw the land, then suspending the Riftbolt in turn 2 is a little bit better. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't really... Even if I wanted to do that, which I'm definitely not engaging in this. Here, you know what? Yeah, I couldn't if I... Okay, hold on. If everybody wanted to see this. He asked me a question that, first of all, I don't know that I'm even allowed to answer this question, but even if I could, I wouldn't, so... He's gonna ask this. I am nice game. Come on, opponent. Like, yeah, no, I agree. We definitely can't go to 5. We're just getting rid of one of these Eidolons, that's all. Alright. Alright, I think he's fine. Let's go. We're going to keep this. Oh, they mulligans. Okay, well, we're putting Eidolon on the bottom. I think we're okay here. Alright. I'm going to go... this is tough, but I guess I'm going to go with the Goblin Guide. And then if I don't have anything better to do next turn, I'll just play Swiftspear. Shatter Skull Smashing. Okay, so this might be Belcher? Yeah, this looks like Belcher for sure. Alright. That's not great. Well, if we draw a land next turn, it's not over. The cool thing about Goblin Guide is it is never going to draw them a card. They don't have any lands in their deck for this to give them, so... So I know they have... Okay, so they played... Did they just reveal that... Yeah, this turn? Okay, so actually they should still... No, right. Now they played it, so... Come on, if we... Oh, fuck. Alright, I guess I have to suspend a Riftbolt here. And then next turn, Skewer the Critics is going to be a little bit better. I don't know. This might be too slow in one land. Like, it is possible for us to lose right now. Like, there are combinations of cards that will do it. Let's see. Like, we have to live at probably 2 full turns, right? The best we can do here is Riftbolt. They go to 9. Yeah, the first hand definitely needed a lot of help. So they go to 9. And here, that's 5. Actually, if we draw a land for the Boros Charm, then we might have this, right? So this will be 5. This will be 8. And all right, so if we don't die this turn and we draw the land, we actually win. All right, so there we go. That's our plan here. If we draw any land and don't die, the opponent is just digging because they need something right now. No, Boros Charm is just going to deal them 4 damage. So it just deals 4 damage to a player. Yeah, alright. Oh, fuck. That's not good. Oh, okay. You know what? No, recross the paths means we just win no matter what. Because now we have Skewer the Critics in line. They're just dead. They can't actually, like, win here. The fact that they just took 3 from this just means everything that we were agonizing over is just, like, totally irrelevant. Motown, you might be thinking of our sideboard card, which is Deflecting Palm, and that does say a source. But Boros Charm just straight up deals 4 damage to a player or a planeswalker. So, sideboarding, we're definitely going to bring in the Smash to Smithereens. I don't really want that. Yeah, bold strategy, bolting my opponent. We can, alright, I guess we just skewer them here, and then they just die. Alright, they conceded. Yeah, Deflecting Palm absolutely comes in here, because we can Deflecting Palm their stupid Belcher here. Alright, so Searing Blaze is really, really bad. Yeah, Smash is fine, because if they go, like, turn 3, just, you know, Pyretic Ritual into Belcher and hoping to activate it turn 4, we do have the option to just, like, smash it, so. It's not nothing. Other than that, like, it's 61 cards, we have to side out 1. Eidolon's actually pretty good because it hurts them on all the rituals. I think Skullcrack is fine too. They might have stuff like Weather the Storm, so Skullcrack, you know, having that is fine. Helix, like it could be Helix. That's fair because they don't really have a lot of things that we need to target with Helix. So, and we're not going to gain enough life to not die to Belcher. So yeah. Other than that, we could bring in Wear and Tear. It might be worth bringing it just in case they randomly have like Leyline or something. I could see that. All right, we'll do that just in case. Why not? Okay. So there. Well, fuck. I guess we're mulliganing this. I mean, this is a pretty easy match for Burn, I think. Yeah, no, Leyline is definitely a threat, so Wear Tear. Oh, this is not a better hand. They mulled to 6, and we're on. I think we're on 5 cards here. They're keeping 6. Like this is not a keepable hand. All right, I guess I have to keep this. I guess just put to both smashes on the bottom. If they recross, like they can just recross into a win. So unless their plan is just dump Belcher early and just hope that it untapped with it, you like. Smash is not going to help me that much. I think I'd rather just have guaranteed spells. So it's not terribly great, but we got to do what we can on 5 cards, so. Yeah, there is the fucking Leyline, so. The only thing that's like. Yeah, I guess we could have bottomed that, so. Well, we do have Goblin Guide, and technically, Boros Charm is still worth at least 2 damage. Yeah, you're right. Like, the fact that they had Leyline kind of sucked. This is still worth 2 damage because we can give a creature double strike, so I can use it to at least just pump up Goblin Guide for a turn. That is true. I didn't think about the treasure token. Maybe in that case I would have capped a smash. Alright, well. I guess they're just going for it here. Alright, fuck. Alright, well. I don't think that there's any way I win now. Unless they unless they don't have another no, we definitely just die here. But they did the thing too. Oh, but they showed us Fury. That's kind of worth knowing. All right. They might play around Deflecting Palm, so we'll see. Damn it, I regret not getting or keeping the smash now. So badly. Mistakes have been made. Ah, they're giving us a chance to draw the fucking thing. Okay. You have to activate it before I draw a card here. Why would you do that, opponent? Come on. There is no reason to let me draw here, because if I found a land, I could just play it and it would still give me another draw. Yeah. But they still might not activate this until, or because they might be afraid of this Deflecting Palm, so. Oh my god, they're activating Goblin Charbelcher on the Goblin Guide? Okay. What the fuck is happening? What? How? Why? Maybe they're just gonna wait to go for it until they have Pact of Negation? That might be what's happening. Well, they've chosen not to kill us yet, so I think because they've chosen not to kill us, like, that has to be wrong that they didn't. So, yeah, just Pact of Negations, really. They really are, like, this turn I could have just top decked the Deflecting Palm and just used it on this Goblin Guide. But if I didn't protect the god, like, I should have, like, if I had it, I would definitely just cast it in response and then, you know, kill them. It's true. The thing is, every turn they're giving me to draw this is that that's a turn that you know, if I don't protect this, I'm giving them time to draw Pact of Negation, which is unfortunate. If they were gonna do this, they should have did this in my upkeep before I got to draw an extra card. There's no reason for them to do this right now. We know they brought in Fury. They have a couple copies of it here. Right? Yeah, there's a few. And it looks like there's 2 packs here, so I imagine there's a Pact of Negation in their hand. Yeah, I definitely fucked that up. That was my bad. Fuck, this game would just be over. I just kill this thing. Like, they have no hope of, like, winning this game. I kind of feel like, do they only have 2 packs? Because it looks like they probably should have it. Are they, like, if it, they only revealed 2, and I'm pretty sure that means they had to have had another one in their hand. So they were pretty safe to just go for it, I think. Like, there's no, I don't think there's a reason to target the Goblin guy. Like, or does this have to be me? Oh no, like, there's no reason to target Guide with that. Like, you should have just targeted me because, yeah, this works on either protecting Guide or me. So that was just kind of, really sketchy. Well, all right, we'll see. Yeah, yeah. If they only revealed 2 packs there, then that makes me think that they definitely, like, one of the last 2 cards in their hand had to have been a 3rd pack. Because I don't think that deck only I'm pretty sure that deck plays all 4 packs in the 75, and I'm sure at least 3 of them are in the main deck. So, and I can't imagine that they're not gonna bring them in. Well, maybe they can't afford to have too many packs though, because, like, they're only really bringing it in for, like, the last turn. No, but I think they do need it because, yeah, if they go for Reforge the Soul, they are giving me an opportunity to draw extra burn spells that just kill them. So, um, I really want to keep this, but with one land, I'm not sure that I do. Like if the fuck, this is like the Eidolons are great, but if I don't draw that land before it matters, like it's I don't know. Oh, fuck. I have the Goblin Guide though, and if they don't have it, then like the bolts are fine. No, I don't think I do lose to Leyline though, because if I draw a mountain, like the Eidolon does like really hurt them. Like they depends if they're going for a recross like thing, they can't really recross like in while Eidolon's on the board. Then that's turned off. Like the only thing is if they like ritual out Belcher, like then I lose to that. Uh yeah. Oh, you know what? This is better. I'm gonna keep this. Okay. I think I'm just gonna get rid of Boros Charm here. This is a lot better in my opinion. I'm getting rid of Boros Charm because like if they have Leyline, then yeah, the bolt really wasn't doing anything anyway. But in this case, I still have two creatures, and like I can still cast this bolt in something. So I guess yeah, I guess the consideration is like double striking with the Boros Charm was technically a thing, but I can actually bolt myself in order to prowess trigger this thing too. Oh look, I not have it. I mean, yeah, I think I am actually. All right, this is not terrible. This still is working out. Okay, treasure token. I can kill that. Oh, all right. Fuck. All right. This is the decision. Do I what do I want to cast here? Like I could blow up the treasure token. Well, no, the problem if I blow up the treasure token, I'm not getting damage in any way. They'll just sacrifice it for mana. Um I almost kind of think that I should Boros Charm and give this thing double strike. Because then if they're on recross, they're not going to win next turn. I don't think playing the Swiftspear. If he has the super ritual, I do lose, and like there's nothing I can do about that. Because I'm not going to kill him in 2 turns anyway, so like the super ritual is just going to kill me no matter what. I know he has at least a Spikefield Hazard still in hand, and I imagine at least one more. Well, we know he has a third land. It comes into play tapped, though. think I think that I play the Boros Charm here. Cosmic Sauce, what's going on? Yeah, I think I give a creature double strike here. Guess we'll choose the Goblin Guide. If he just rituals out Belcher, then we're in good shape still because we have Smash for it. And then also, this gives me the chance to potentially draw land. And if he just like plays Belcher and passes, I could draw land, play Swiftspear, smash it, and then just he's dead. So, I mean, actually, he's probably going to be really close to dead anyway. I just need him not to like actually Belcher me right now. Not like Ironcrag Feat. That's the one I lose to. Recross is gonna be... Recross will be close. He's not gonna have enough life. Well, I don't know. I think Recross will still get the job done. Now, if he had, then I would still need to draw Deflecting Palm, I think. So, okay, Manamorphose. So, what does this mean? Does this mean he's trying to dig for something here? Okay, he might be going Recross. Yeah, Recross would not be great. So, again, if the thing is, like, if he goes for the Recross line, he has to have the Pact of Negation as part of the pile, right? It's super dangerous not to do that. So Pact will be in the pile. There's once he resolves that, then that's probably it. So I guess if he doesn't cast Recross, we're okay. But if he casts Recross, that's bad. Well, yeah, that's likely going to be the case. My problem, though, is killing that means that I still might be dead anyway. Because he should still be able to build a pile. Looks like he might be doing that. I'm hoping he just Spikefield Hazard, okay. This has to be good news for us. Right? He's killing the Goblin Guides here, so his hands can't be that good. Okay, I can live with this. I guess I'm just bolting myself again. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Like, drawing another lightning bolt was actually a win, so... Or Lava Spike. I just target me with it. If the... Fuck, I feel like we kind of dodged a lot there, but... Spikefield Hazard to kill the Goblin Guide, that couldn't have possibly been the best line. Like, I don't know what's in his hand, but that definitely doesn't feel like that was the right way to go. Alright, whatever. I'll take it. Maybe his hand was just really that bad. Like, maybe he just kept a hand that had, like, Leyline in it and just nothing else. Fuck. Alright, well, it's fine. We got there. Sorry to Dream Crush is 5-0, but that puts us at 3-1, so it's fine with me. You know, burn is a burn. We set things on fire. We get the job done. This also is one. So like the Leyline games are some of like my favorite games in Magic when the objective correct line to play is Lava Spike yourself. How many games of Magic do you get to play where you can tell your friends, oh yeah, so I was I was playing Burn and then I Lava Spiked myself and the opponent died. It's just fucking amazing. Just all the hype. Yeah, it absolutely had way too much faith in that ley line. I wasn't playing Shadow. Like, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I bolted myself and then I lava spiked myself and I don't know what to say. My opponent died, so there you go. we did get to see Lurrus in the burn deck actually come out and do something relevant once. So the free companion card has mattered in this league. So it helped us against the mill deck. Yeah, Jim Carrey from Liar Liar. Oh, I love that movie so much. Hilarious. So like my best friend actually has memorized every single line in that entire movie, and if you mention it in his presence, he will just start reciting it word by word, and it's fucking amazing. All right, so for the last match, we're on the draw. I guess, we can't have it every single time, but all right, we're up against the Tunneling Cat, and I know he definitely believes that he is. All right, you know what? I think this hand is okay. We got here. We have 4 spells, 3 lands. Yeah, keep it. If he's playing Etron, well, then Eidolon might not matter that much. Twilight Mire, Ether Vial. What in the absolute fuck is this nonsense? Ugh. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not comfortable with this at all. Is this? I don't know. Is this like a zombies thing? Like maybe this is a Jund sacrifice thing. All right, I'm gonna Lava Spike. Or I'm assuming that you know who this person. I don't actually know like a lot of the people who play. I don't have huge amount of time to watch everyone's stuff. I know that like I've definitely seen this person, in a lot of winning lists. So, is this like Vile Elves? Like, no, I can't. Wall of Roots. Okay, so what's the deal here? Ether Vial. I kind of feel like I should just play Eidolon right now and just start asking questions. I guess it could be. It could be Yawgmoth. I mean, Ether Vial is going to help dodge the Eidolon, but, like, it's... I think I still have to. Because I need something that can start attacking through this thing. So at least then if they block, then, Searing Blaze can kill it and then deal 3. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm totally in love with this, so... Okay, this is... So this has to be a Yawgmoth deck of some kind. Chord of Calling. I'm guessing this is Yawgmoth coming. This is not great. Eidolon is not gonna, do a lot here. Did it just have it like... You just sacrifice the snake token to put a counter in this to just... Okay, what exactly is happening here? You sacrifice a snake token to draw a card, and you... Okay, I think they have the win here. No, right? Treasure token. So they're just gonna gain all the life back now. So they can do this again until they just draw into the last chord and then get the last combo piece to just win. I guess that makes sense. I didn't think that I was gonna lose this game on this turn. This is turn 3. Like, all of this nonsense right now is turn 3. We're getting turn 3 comboed by Yawgmoth. That's my life at the moment. So I am actually dead here. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna eventually just make enough treasure tokens to, yeah, there's the Blood Artist. So now every time that they sacrifice one of these things, I'm gonna lose a life. So yeah, just for entertainment's sake, I'll let this go a few times so that everybody can see it. So yeah, all right, this is cool. So yeah, the -1/-1 counter goes in the Young Wolf to undo the Undying, so that you can sacrifice it again. You get snake tokens every time that you're doing this. Yeah, and now every time that one of these creatures dies, it's draining me for a life, and then they're gaining the life that they have to pay for the Yawgmoth. So I am totally dead. I just died on turn 3 to this. I don't know what the hell just happened, but yeah, that was turn 3. So fun stuff. All right. So Rest in Peace does Rest in Peace turns off the Undying shenanigans. Path to Exile is helpful. I mean, they have Ether Vial, but I don't think the Eidolon's actually that helpful if they're going to play Ether Vial. The Searing Blaze is probably fine. I think that I keep all this. Probably Skullcrack is relevant. I don't know exactly what life gain shenanigans they have. They probably have something. Yeah. Honestly, like, the Goblin guy is not terribly great either. You're actually right about that. So it's never really getting through the wall. I can cut one of them. This doesn't really work very well either because all the combo loop does it 1 damage at a, or 1 life lost at a time. It's not even damage; it's actually life loss. So this isn't really going to help me here. Yeah. I think I just go with this. Like, I could have the smashes here, I guess. I don't know. Maybe if I get to game 3, I'll reconsider them. All right, let's go. Ether Vial was a really interesting choice. I guess that I'm keeping this. This isn't really that great. Maybe it's fine. Like it could be better than I give it credit for. Especially if I start drawing a bolt, or two. Like this could get out of hand very fast. You're right. It being on the play, yeah, you're right. Okay, Ether Vial, that's fine. Okay, well that's also good news. I don't think I have to worry about anything going after my white mana, so I'll just get a mountain. So maybe Wall of Roots will be a thing here. If the Wall of Roots are Strangleroot Geist, oh, well. I guess I can block a Swiftspear, but it's going to die, so. Well, that's actually pretty good here, too. I guess I just attack and I bolt them. Or I could just Skullcrack them, actually. And then keep up the path. That is also, yeah, you're right. It is a good path target. I could just path it right now. I like that plan. May as well use this on something. We get all the prowess triggers. I think I'm going to use the Skullcrack. Right, because that, yeah, so that basically just kills them next turn. I want to keep the bolt in case I draw like a Boros Charm or something that I want to cast. Like, this feels like this is probably going to end the game. Like, that young wolf is not going to be enough here, I don't think. Interesting. So they have like 3 drops or something in hand. I only need to get in 1 damage with Swiftspear. Is this Yawgmoth? Chord of Calling for 2. Okay, but if I get 1 damage in, they just die, so... Okay, well, that'll make this easier. Alright, there we go. Okay. So maybe on the draw, I just, like, bring in smashes over Goblin Guides. So they are playing Aether Vial pretty aggressively, so... Yeah, and Guide is going to have a lot of trouble if they go, like, Wall of Roots. Whereas, like, Swiftspear can theoretically get up to a point where that matters. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Like, smashing a Vial probably slows her down a fair bit, so... I don't think I want Wear and Tear. I just don't have faith that Goblin Guide's going to do what it's supposed to do. Alright, let's go. This will be for a 4-1. What do we got here? Come on. Show me potato salad. Actually, this hand's not bad. Right, because it keeps the combo loops from going off. I can suspend the Rift Bolt in turn 1 and then potentially just like Skewer plus Lava Spike on turn 2. I think I want this though, because like, or if they play Vial, then Smash is also a thing. The Rest in Peace definitely turns off all the Undying shenanigans. They do have answers to this card, but I think I'm keeping this. Well, there's the Aether Vial, so the Smash is going to do something. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of all the damage we're taking from the lands, but being able to smash this thing early is going to be helpful, so... They don't do anything here in that? That's got to be good. It's probably because of the Rift Bolt. They didn't want to play a creature that was just going to get Rift Bolted right away, so I get that. Helix is fine, but I think we smash this Vial before it starts doing too much. It'll slow down immensely if we do. And ideally next turn, if we can play this Rest in Peace plus a burn spell, that would be nice. We're not doing too bad, though. So that's when a creature enters the battlefield to gain life. Yeah, well, we Rift Bolted plus Smashed, and there was also a fetch, so... Alright, we gotta think here. Could play Swiftspear and Lava Spike. I don't know if I need to be worried about Rest in Peace just yet. Yeah, because I don't think blocking Swiftspear is going to happen, so it is going to get in 2 damage, so... Yeah, so it'll get in a total of 5 this turn, go to 8, and then next turn is like... Armchair General, what's going on? Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I know you're probably balls deep in Elden Ring right now. I think that I'm just supposed to play Swiftspear and attack here. I play every deck, but Burn is definitely my favorite. Really, you're not on Elden Ring at the moment. I'm legitimately surprised by that. If we can draw another land next turn, that would be great. Seven is a good number for us, too. So there's Dryad Arbor. I mean, I don't have any ideological opposition to playing a Turbo Fog deck. Grist. Okay, well. Alright, they're gaining a bunch of life. I'm not happy about this. Oof. Yeah. I don't really want to path this thing, but I kind of think that I have to. Or I could Helix it, I guess. Which is, again, really bad. I could attack with the Swiftspear. They're probably just going to block with the Insect token, though. Like, I don't see them taking damage right now, so I can't really get the Skewer online. Yeah, we don't need a second Rest in Peace right now. I don't think we actually need a first Rest in Peace. I kind of want to keep the Path to Exile in my hand, but at the same time, like, I kind of need this Helix as well. None of the, like, a lot of these options are not great. Giving more mana is not really a good idea. This thing is going to +1 and just make insect tokens every turn. Well, we're definitely attacking, right? So I think, yeah, because the insect token is, like, certainly going to block here, so you may as well just attack with the Swiftspear. Yeah. Alright, the game continues. Yep, make another thing. Because, like, with Grist online, that's just +1 every single turn. Yeah, and that Yawgmoth has to get pathed. It's the only route to doing anything here. As much as I would love to do that right now. I don't have a choice. I have to, I think, path Yawgmoth. Just hope they don't have another one. So, like, land would actually be really good right now. Because land would let me use Searing Blaze on a creature and then also Skewer the Critics as well, so. Eldritch Evolutions, Mild. Oh, there's the Blood Artist. That's not great. Right, obviously, I'm not blocking this. That's something. I think I have to give them the one life from this, but opponent loses life to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Well, I'm not really that concerned. They only have like 2 creatures here. They'll have 3. It's not that big a deal. That, and I have to kill the Blood Artist. I know it does, but at the same time, like, I need this thing to go away because it's also a blocker, and they're going to be able to use Grist to sacrifice stuff, so... I know it turned on Skewer. I don't think... I think they're going to block no matter what, but, I don't know, maybe if we... Maybe if we just attack with for only 2, maybe there's a chance they don't block. So, we'll see. I think that there's like 1,000% this insect token is blocking, but we gotta try. Oh, I'm definitely gonna skewer the opponent here. I don't care about Grist like whatsoever right now. I care about drawing enough burn spells to win the game at this point. Like if we can draw a Boros Charm, we actually get there. And if we don't, we're just casting a Rest in Peace and just hoping that's good enough. That's not a good sign. Cord, okay, so maybe we'll see another Blood Artist here. Nope, another Innkeeper. Oh, that sucks. Fuck. Does the Rest in Peace stop them from getting a token from this? Because it doesn't go into the graveyard. I don't know exactly how that works. Hold on, I want to see if I can find this. Grist. I need to actually find like, all right, if I can see how this ability works. Did it do? I don't think that it matters if it goes to the graveyard. I don't think the replacement effect stops it. I think that I have to use this bolt on this Innkeeper. Well, you know what? I can afford to find out for 1 turn. Because if they only gain 1 life, then like I can just bolt them potentially and then try to draw another bolt. Alright, let's find out how this works together. So it does give them a life. Alright. This looks like another like Court of Calling. Besage you who endares as a land, okay. I think here's where Court of Calling is happening. I guess I'm just hoping that it was Eldritch Evolution, but no, it looks like Cord. They use the treasure, so this looks like maybe Yawgmoth is happening. That's not great. So they go up to 7, which means I'm 2 cards away from killing them. That's interesting. That's interesting as well. So I'm at 8 here. I think I'm just passing and then bolting them and just hoping that I don't die this turn. I mean, yeah. I think we're just going bolt, sacrifice Sunbaked Canyon, hope to find another burn spell. It's close. Yeah, hidden defense mode, 0-1 blocker. So we're at 8, so like, alright, I don't really care about that. I can block Daddy Yawgmoth, but I'm not sure that I really want to. Oh god, you have a fucking Eldritch Evolution here. Court of Calling for 2 is not good. You just keep ripping like such great, like, what is this, the third one now? We've got, yeah, so they milled Eldritch, but that's the third Court of Calling. Okay. Well, you know what, if it's just Strangleroot, we might still be okay. Alright. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can use this Sunbaked Canyon for mana once. Which means, alright. Fuck. Our options here are not great. No, it doesn't stay alive. It destroys. They didn't use Yawgmoth for that. They used Grist for that. So I'm right. I'm trying to figure out what the line is here. I think I have to just gamble here and just hope to draw another lightning bolt. Trying to figure out if there's any reason to do this next turn. I guess I sacrifice this first. Because if I draw Skewer, okay, well then this should be fine. Okay, I think this does it. There we go. Fuck, that was close. What a good game. Yeah, well, the thing was, alright, so the reason I did that the way I did here, because if I drew Skewer the Critics, I needed to tap the Inspiring Vantage first, because then that doesn't cost me life. I can only pay 1 life for mana, because and then if I draw, say, Skewer the Critics, then on my turn I can use the Vantage, cast the Lightning Bolt, and then take the 1, and then cast the Skewer the Critics. So using the Vantage to draw first, it was necessary to do that to see how we drew this. Otherwise, like, our outs were either drawing another Bolt or another Lava Spike or Skewer, so that's exactly what we needed. I think if we had drawn, say, Basic Mountain or another Inspiring Vantage, then it would be correct to use the Lightning Bolt there, because then we could potentially draw, say, Boros Charm or Lightning Helix, and the chances of drawing those would have been higher. So we needed to see what we drew first to decide whether we were casting the bolt on their turn or on our turn. So, but yeah, 4-1 with this, and we weren't very far away from like Shadow. It's just they just happen to be that slightly closer with the interactive spells in those games. So, but no, this is pretty good. Burn is always like a perpetual contender in Modern, and I really like playing the deck. The only thing I'm not sure about is if we want the 5th Pain Lands. Like, it kind of felt like we were really taxing our life total a lot of times. So I'm wondering if maybe this is better as like a 3rd mountain. But I don't know. I'd have to look at some more of the list, but like maybe that's a change that I would consider. But I mean, overall, I think this is fine. We didn't really... yeah, well, the Rest in Peace actually did matter a lot because it meant Grist couldn't kill us. So Rest in Peace in the board actually did what it was supposed to. I think every card got sided in at least once, so that was good, except for Lurrus. But we used the Lurrus too, so yeah, we actually used like every card in the 75. That was kind of cool. I mean, usually if you're using all the cards, then that means the deck is probably constructed correctly. So yeah, there's some times when, you put, like, Graveyard Hate in the sideboard and you just randomly don't get matched up against them. But, like, as a general rule, if after the end of your event you've used all of your sideboard cards, then that means your sideboard was probably pretty good. Alright. So, yeah, that was Burn. That was 4-1. I don't know what we're going to do next week yet, but I'm still pretty pleased with this. And, Red Deck is, like, I know that most people know me as a Merfolk expert, but, Burn is... here, I'll put this so you can see it here quickly. There you go. There's our 75. Burn is a deck I have been playing for a really long time, and I really love playing it a lot. So, yeah, it's fun. I have a lot. I put in a lot of time, into this list. Not like this one specifically, but this is somebody else's list. But like, I dedicated a fair bit of time to playing Red Deck, so it's fun. I enjoy it. But now is the time where we have to go and find someone else to go and send all of our love and attention to. So, let's go. Let's see who else is doing stuff right now. Oh, you know what? We have absolutely... let's see. We have some good choices here right now. Alright, I see there's some people that are, like, streaming old events here, but, like, who's actually playing Magic at the moment? Okay. Oh, what is... Doomwake is playing Legacy. Is there anybody playing Modern right now? Hold on, let me see what's going on here. I think I may have found us something to watch. Alright, we're gonna go... We're gonna go watch, another classic Modern deck in this format. Let's see. Yeah, Burn is fun, and it like this list does rarely change. Like, the fucking last change that this deck really had was adding Lurrus to it because it was free. But like otherwise, this list has basically been the same for the last like 5 years. The only other thing that changed is the addition of like Sunbaked Canyon. So you play like a few less Sacred Foundries and a few more Sunbakes. There's also times where you sometimes splash Naya in order to get like Destructive Revelry in the sideboard. But alright, so let's go watch another long time Modern staple. Let's go watch The Rock. Alright, that's what we're going on today. So I thank everybody for watching this. This was a fun league to play, but now it is time to go and send our love elsewhere. So appreciate it, everybody. I will see you again next time. See you, everybody.